what's going on. I'm back. Yeah, I don't know. Hit back today. I'm home for fall break. Sorry if the camera is a little shaky and off center. Forgot my tripod. A good one, at least. It's on my funky one that like wraps around shit. So it's kind of in an odd angle. But I'm headed to King's. I'm gonna hit pole. Really trying to get back on track with pushing myself, you know. Made a lot of progress, but I don't really feel like I've really pushed myself as hard. Maybe that's kind of helping it, you know. I still have a goal, and that goal is to just try harder than yesterday, or at least improve day to day. And whatever I get from that is what I get from it, you know. It's like there doesn't need to be like a set goal ever. You do need a goal. Like you need a goal to, especially when you're going into something like this and you're trying as hard as you can. You need a goal, because I feel like there's wasted time, and it can be as broad as just wanting to get better, but I feel like if you truly care about a passion or something that at least has a linear progression to it, which I feel like every passion does, especially ones you want to be good at, or you put priority, you know, from your day to day. It's okay to go do what you want and mess around with what you want, you know, kind of do it for fun. But I feel like for this, I really want to prove myself, you know. Done enough times, sacrificed enough energy that I feel like it's only fair to myself to stick true to my word. And I like it a lot. It bugs me when I'm not just dead, you know, after the gym. Like, you know, you go to a session, even, you know, you can never tell. Yesterday, perfect scenario. I wake up late, you know, sleep maybe wasn't the best. You know, woke up, just chilled, took the dogs for a walk, went there, it was chill. It was, you know, pulled up, there wasn't a lot of people at the gym. Still, it was like someone, you know, sucked the life out of me, like no intensity there, except for in the sets, versus like even at the college rec gyms, and there's a lot of people there, I'm just like in the zone and I'm pissed off, but you know, you got that look on your face, and you're just, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna kill this shit. And I'm not even looking at my phone, I'm just like pacing around and shit, and it's like, that's what I want. It helps to get you in this right mindset when you're progressing session to session, so that kind of throws it off, especially new environment. Even though I've been to this gym plenty of times, it's just, you know, maybe there wasn't a lot of people there, programming's off, it's kind of hard to gauge in between. Just remember you're pushing yourself. There's definitely a time and place for a goal, and creating a goal that is feasible. And I feel like anyone who has a goal, it should be unrealistic, you know? I never want to make a goal to be the best at something, because what kind of goal? There's an end to that. Yeah, everyone wants to be the best. I mean, I want to be the best at something, but my goal is to just be better than I was. And using inspiration from other people's journeys to push myself that much further. Like, I'll see someone who's stronger than me, bigger than me, and I know deep down inside I'm able to, take that energy and put it back into something positive, or at least positive and beneficial to my own goals, just motivating. And it makes me just want to push that much harder, and kind of, hopefully in a healthy way. But sometimes you just got to dig deep, and you got to pull from those areas of life that you aren't particularly fond of or weren't the best for you. But using that, I feel like, is a good way, especially if you're someone who's going to dwell on it. And I know there are times I could just dwell on, rough times, or things that didn't go my way, or choices that I wasn't able to see in the time. Just putting that forward and hopefully using it in a better light than just pure anger and resentment, especially the worst towards yourself. You gotta have inspirations, and I feel like that's where a lot of mine come from. People always say your biggest critic is yourself. Well, I would say that's probably the best one to have, because I know all my weaknesses, and I don't sit here ever and think about my strengths, because why would I need to do that? I already know what they are, and maybe they could use some work, but shit, everyone wants to be the best, or well-rounded person, in a sense, I would say. But so as far as the gym, unrealistic goals, unrealistic expectations at face value. I feel like there are a lot of things in life we all have a fair chance at in some way. But I feel like it's that much more satisfying if you're the one that has to work even harder at it. You win something, or something like that, you overcome a challenge, and you realize that the best moments of your life were the grind in between. And that's kind of how I view it, because I look back, and there are times where I was having it rough, and I did it to myself. I made it worse, all these pressures, and it just all circles back to your biggest critic, which is yourself. You are the person who can say the most hateful things, because you know what gets to you the most. Are you going to judge someone in the gym for curling the 20s? No. I mean, maybe if they're screaming at the top of their lungs, but I don't care if you're curling the 120s. I'm still going to look at you a little funny, but I'm hoping you're there for the same reason I am, which is just to work. And I need to remind myself sometimes, because I say that and I portray it a little bit to people, but I just feel like I can do more. Getting in that headspace of just wanting to go in and kill it every day, and that's all I want to do. It's the thing I think about every single day. It's very satisfying. I do all these things, and we often think about things, and I know this, and it only takes until you verbalize it to have that aha moment. So what I want to do is just be in a position where I could have helped myself see the things I needed to see, or tell myself the certain things. That's what I want to do in life, is get to that point, inspiring people and helping them through, because I've been inspired, and that hasn't helped for shit. I don't switch like night and day the next day. It's such a slow progression, and I want to help people reaching their goals, or supporting them, or just giving my 2 cents, Because there are people from all walks of life that I learn from all the time. I don't know everything, but I feel like I learn so much when I get a different perspective. And all I want to do is just help people and learn and teach and build a community and, improve on myself, most importantly, because through that I can help other people, and it's fulfilling to do that. Talk to people that are hungry but don't have direction or an outlet, but I'll get there one day. To teach myself how to do and be proficient is the ultimate goal. And on that note,